Hello, hello. Can you hear me okay? Hello, hello, hello. Someone tell me if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Yes, yes, yes. Excellent. Okay. I'll give a second for other people to come in. Just put a message on there. I've got the computer in front of me. 216 people. Okay, that's pretty most of you across. Right, sorry about that. I set up the chat. I didn't realise you needed to now set up some kind of encoder. So yeah, I was unprepared. My bad. I thought you just clicked go and it come up on the webcam. I don't know. So yes, I am on my phone, which hopefully has enough charge to get us through this. I have a beer. So cheers all. This is a bit spontaneous, I guess. I'm not out and about. This is just a tarp on the back wall here. I thought I'd put this tarp up so you didn't have to stare at the mess behind me, but it's the smoke. It actually reeks. So this whole room is really thick air at the moment. 283 people. Suppose I don't know. Should I close down the other chat? I guess I should, shouldn't I? Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to lean into the camera here and see if I can just close down this other chat. Delete. Delete. At least people won't be waiting then for something that's not happening. Hopefully that'll work. Yeah, it appears to have worked. Right. Hello all. Good evening. I hope you're all well, or good morning, depending on wherever you are. Tonight I am drinking a punk. Well, I've had a couple of punks already, to be quite honest. Any cooking tonight? I have done cooking tonight, but I've eaten it. It was a chili and it was very, very nice. Trying to eat things in kind of perishable order at the moment, as you are aware with things. So just kind of working my way through things. Had some fresh beef. Punky Brewster. Right, yeah. I did write down a couple of things to maybe talk about, but I don't know where the bit of paper's gone now. Hello, Andy from Wigan. Have I had sticky toffee? And it disappeared. Sticky toffee owl. Oh, I haven't. I've had toffees, the spirits, the liqueurs. Very sickly. I don't like things that are too sickly. Good evening. Hello, hello. Going pretty quick here. Algeria. Hello. Vodka. I don't mind some vodka. Usually lemonade and lime if I'm having vodka. Product reviews. I'm not planning any product reviews, to be quite honest. I've got one video for next week already. You'll all be pleased to hear. So that's me camping before all this. I don't even remember cooking a burger on a rock. So that I filmed during the day, and then I stayed overnight and I did that as a camping video. So that's Wednesday as per usual. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. And yeah, I've got something else planned at home here. Hello Glasgow. Hello Texas. I have had dinner. Yes, I've had some chili. Love your cooking skills. Thank you. I have them too, because I love eating. Got the horn mug for the beer. I do not own my own woodland, no, but I do have permission to use a couple now from some very kind gentlemen. It's going well, thank you. Right, so what things was I going to talk about? Oh, I've written down, because I was a bit desperate. I'm 40, by the way, who was just asking that. Hello, Dartford. I cleaned my truck today. I do it about once a year, and that's what I did today. It was nice and sunny out. It's just outside the house, so I thought I'd give it a good clean. It's absolutely filthy. How does poach go at campsite? Yeah, so I've cleaned the old truck. She's looking good. I had to do it with a broom because I didn't have a sponge. Done wrong. Bloopers video. I did bloopers video last year, but I've not done so much videos with other people, and bloopers kind of tend to happen when you're with other people more than on your own. Because you have that banter and stuff, and yeah, I was looking through and I don't have that much really that's worth it. It's usually my camera falling over in the wind or stuff like that. There just isn't the amount to do like I did on that video last year, not this. New Year's just gone. Got to Dartmoor the day before lockdown. That's good. Yeah, this, for anyone who doesn't know, is the first live stream I've done from home. I've only done two before. Two. Did one from the woods, made a cup of tea in the woods, and did the other one from my bell tent in the woods. That was a fun one. I had to rush that last one. Oh, if you've seen the video of that camp, I did like a roast dinner, and obviously that's done when it's done. You know, cooking on a new oven inside the tent and everything. I didn't really know exactly when things would be done, and I was still finishing off the food as I went live. What did I do? A veg cook, no meat. I've been thinking about doing that. Kent goes veg. So yeah, watch this space. Any plans with Simon? I'd love to see Simon. We keep talking. We keep kind of, he'll invite me somewhere I can't go, and vice versa. But hopefully after all this, we'll make a concerted effort to meet up and do something, because it's been way too long. I mean, it's been way too long. We didn't even see each other over Christmas this year. Don't think I've seen him since Sweden. But yeah, it was a crazy year last year. Herne Bay. Yeah, so did you all see the last couple of videos? Hope you enjoyed them. Noticed that kind of YouTube's been the opposite of what I would have actually thought this week. You'd assume everyone kind of being indoors, the views would be up, but views seem to be quite down actually, which is quite surprising. But I guess that might have something to do with the weather and the government saying to sort of cut and exercise. Sorry, these messages are going quiet. We're not talking about that, GN. We're talking about everything but. This is to forget the troubles of the world. I saw someone ask if I've worked in security. I have not. God, they're going quick. Think about the truck there. Oh, don't know. Right. Let's talk about some other stuff. Yeah, so I had big plans at the beginning of this year. In January, I was kind of looking at traveling, a few different things, going to the deserts in Spain and other such things, maybe going back to Sweden, sort of things like that. And unfortunately, I kind of saw this coming as it kind of started off in China and decided to kind of put things off. And yeah, it was probably a good thing at the time, but that's kind of scuppered my plans a little. And then I was scaling back and I was like, well, maybe I'll do stuff in the UK, get up to the Lake District, get into Wales, just travel around the UK a little bit kind of before summer. And yeah, that's also been a bit difficult as well. Firstly, it was just pouring down non-stop and it was going to be no fun. It's fine to camp in bad weather, but filming it is, you're just not going to have much of a video, just you inside a tent, and that's just not particularly interesting. So yes, I was also trying to secure woodlands to do sort of bushcrafting and shelter building videos. So that is obviously sorted now. As I said in the last video or last couple of videos, that's where I've been filming them. Got a stream there, nice oak trees and some nice flat areas. So gonna be building some shelters real soon. I've got some big plans. I'd like to do kind of a bit of a cabin, but I'm not sure if I'll do that until late summer, maybe September. In the meantime, I might do a smaller shelter, maybe an A-frame kind of style thing, so I can stay in that and kind of do some cooking up there and plan, yeah, a bigger shelter. Does the license plate stand for anything? It doesn't. It's just a standard number plate on there. But the truck is called Xena. You may have noticed the number plate starts with REO, so it's the Speedwagon is the other name for her. But Xena's a proper name because it's a Warrior model of truck. What's my best bit of kit? It's a hard one, I suppose. You won't be taking anything anywhere without the backpack. I think I might actually say my 3-season sleeping bag, which I basically use as a 4-season. It's a Mountain Warehouse one. Probably £35, something like that. So yeah, I've used that since the beginning of doing this, because before I started doing YouTube, all my camping gear that I did have was in a shed that leaked, and everything it started going mouldy and everything, and I had to throw out all my camping gear. Like I didn't have the amount that I have now, but I did have to throw away what I did have. So when I started this, I kind of started over. Someone said, "What's the beer?" It's a punk Brewdog. Don't know if anyone saw Brewdog. You've been using the brewery to make antibacterial gel, which is cool, to kind of make up the loss. Here's a tip for you all. If you can't find that antibacterial gel, and I know I'm avoiding the subject, but I'll just add this. Fire Dragon gel is basically antibacterial gel. The exact same thing. You can start fires with it. That's what it's for. It's for like the army stoves. This stuff, it'd be cheaper. Obviously, you can get ones. This is about 250 milliliters. You can get 500 milliliter bottles, and yeah, that'll last you. So these, I think, are still in stock everywhere that sells them. If you've got alcohol at home, isopropyl alcohol or rubbing alcohol, as the Americans say, you can put that in with like some aloe vera hand cream or something. You can use that as well. That's as much as I'm touching on that subject, though. Don't even know what I was talking about now. Was I talking about shelter building? Yeah, so I'd like to do a cabin. Probably won't be permanent, but it's more, actually the building of it, stay in it a couple of times over winter, take it down, do something new. Right, I'll take a minute and I'll try to answer a couple of questions. I think someone said something about my open-all. My open-all did survive the hammering when I did the planking. That was my bad. I didn't want to use my bushcraft knife because it was too wide to be doing what I was doing. And yeah, I forgot to take anything else, so I had that on me and used that. But a testament to the knife, it held up well considering what it went through. Build a tree house. Yeah, I built a tree house some years ago now, and maybe we'll do another one at some point. Dream knife. I'd love a jacklaw. Yeah, I do get worried about the way I abuse a knife. I mean, my bush law has been fantastic for a knife that's like 60 odd pounds. It was a gift, by the way. It's done amazingly well. MRE reviews. Yes, I was thinking of doing one just before the kind of lockdown stuff. I have some right here. First one I could reach was just a French one, because I only really do the single mill ones. because it's easy at home to. Okay, I think dropped a signal there, which somebody give me a thumbs up. Tell me you can hear me. Hello, hello. Are we still going? I'm not seeing any messages. Oh, okay. I think we're back. Sorry about that. Yeah. So there's a French one. I was saying I only do individual meals because the way I do them outside, you can have multiple meals throughout the day from a 24-hour one if you do them at home. So it's a little more tricky for me. But yeah, I've got some to do. I've got British curry one up there. I sent one to Gundog over in the States to do as well, and a good Kent beer. But yeah, I'll get around to them. I kind of thought maybe they're worth hanging on to for the next couple of weeks and seeing how things go. Got a light there, sorry. Pretty cool, these little sprouts. They, Hey! Hopefully you can all see me. Oh, 51 people, you all abandoned me. Finished the beer. You'll hear me okay? He's back. Sorry about that, I don't know. I turned the Wi-Fi off. And yeah, just going on normal signal here. Carbon steel or stainless? Well, my main knife is carbon steel. I think for a camp kitchen knife, stainless steel is pretty good because you've got all the acidity of vegetables and stuff like that. I don't know what I was talking about now. I was talking about MRE reviews, weren't I? Yeah, so got a few of them to do. I thought I'll see if I should keep them first, just in case. Growing my ear holes? No, they've actually been shrunk up a little bit from what they were once upon a time. How do you keep your axe and knife so sharp? I hate sharpening knives and axes, to be quite honest. I've got better at it, just normal kind of whetstones, really. Yeah, I'll have to invest in some better knife sharpening stuff. I've got the puck as well for the axe. Can't remember who makes that now. They're growing my nose holes. Cheeky. Do I shoot? Not really. Used to go to a rifle range when I was younger and that. I've done clays, done a lot of shooting in America, magnums and what have I done? I can't think of what a couple of rifles. I can't think my favourite kind of gun, the one P40. No, I can't think of what it's called now. But an assault rifle. I always wanted to do. They used them in Stargate, the TV series. I forgot they're called right now. Shot some of them and the usuals as well. The one I wanted to shoot but they wouldn't let you was a Desert Eagle. I could do a Magnum but not the Desert Eagle. They wouldn't let you as a rental. But yeah, I won't be doing hunting on P90. That's it. Lovely gun. Although not as fun to fire as other guns because you just get no recoil or anything, so you don't really feel the power. But yeah, I won't be doing any hunting or anything. I was initially going to when I started the channel, but you know how YouTube is. It's not appreciated. My favourite thing to cook on the fire? I don't know, I think my favourite thing to do is a variety. I get bored easily, so I like to do different things. That's why my channel is very much a variety of stuff. They say that's terrible for a YouTube channel, that your audience wants to see the same thing over and over again. Like if you review MREs, that's what you do. If you do camping, that's what you do. But I kind of always done the things I want to do. Can I dab? Is that where you do that? Or oh shit, no, not that. I don't know what it is. It's something like that, isn't it? Where did I learn my cooking skills? Believe it or not, when I was a teenager, I was briefly a vegetarian, and that forced me to learn to cook for myself. Because I had to cook, eat my own things. That was very brief, but that kind of kicked off my love of cooking. I eventually got into barbecue. I run a barbecue catering company that I started. I did barbecue catering, like pop-ups and stuff in pubs. Um, I made sauces and spices, which I used to sell as well, which I might bring back at some point. We'll see. Excuse me. But yeah, I just love, and I love doing things from scratch. Long off-grid stays. Well, that was a bit of the idea with the bell tent, actually. So watch this space. If I was prepared, I'd be doing it now, but I was not prepared. But yeah, I wanted to do maybe a month in it or something like that. Don't know how that would look logistically and uploading videos and stuff like that. You mate, Fox 210. Any thoughts? Oh, I've gone off the Fox tent or the coffin tent. It's just, you have to put the inner up first and then the fly over it. And if it's raining, I've been in a bad situation with it, or I've been wet clothes. You can't get out of your wet clothes in it. It's too small. Don't like it. If you've got a tarp with it, and the ability to put that up, you can use it like a big bivy bag. But no, I'm off of that now. Especially as something like the Hex Peak, it's sort of the same weight, if not less. It's a no-brainer for me. So it's that or a bivy bag really, and a tarp, which is what my next video is. I did a bivy bag and tarp. I used my Snug Pack Stratosphere and a tarp. Am I a prepper? No, not really. I mean, I've got like the bug out bag and that in the truck, which is an emergency bag really, and things like that. Common sense, I'd say. I've got common sense when it comes to these things, but I wouldn't say I'm a prepper. What is the name of the area you go camping? Well, I usually stay within Kent, hence the channel name. But obviously, I leave Kent to do Peak District, Dartmoor, up in Norfolk, Sweden, whatever. What was that? What's your morning beauty routine? Crawl out of bed. Go too quick. You didn't have to. No, I've got plenty of toilet roll though. And like I said with the hand gel and stuff. Did I go to uni? I did go to university. I studied 3D animation and design, something like that. Can't remember exactly what it was called, but sort of filmmaking's a part of that. I did animations for Natural History Museum in London, places like that as freelance. Do you know Jimmy Page? He's a Brit too. Not met him. I'd like to. Any tips doing first wild camp in the UK? I was thinking about doing a video like a getting started wild camping, how it got to go about it. If you want to get into it, I'd say if you've not done much camping first, go to some kind of campsite first and get a feel for your equipment and stuff. There's a lot more like wild woodland campsites now, so they give you kind of a taste of it. Once you comfortable, then you need to kind of either try and get permission for somewhere over here or do it stealthily. So that involves going on Google Maps, looking at areas around you, then going to them in the day, having a little wander around, maybe sit down, make a cup of tea with a stove, and kind of just observe the area, what it's like, what the activity is. Is there people hunting? Is there people farming nearby? Do people walk their dogs there? Things like that. And when you're comfortable, go there probably quite late in the day, set up late and all of that. But yeah, I might do like a video a bit more detailed than that. Whoa, they're going way too quick. Would you like to go camping in Australia? No, everything wants to kill you. I'd like the freedom and the big spaces and that, but God, everything in Australia wants to kill you, and I don't like the heat. I don't mind the cold. I'll go anywhere cold, but I don't like the heat. Do I get scared at night? Generally, no. Obviously, you get the odd thing that will make you jump or whatever. But no, I wouldn't do it if I got scared because that wouldn't be fun. Someone said if I am married, I am not married. Use the G stove. I've not got a G stove, so I can't use one. I think they're quite similar to the Winterwell system that I have, though. Dog companion. No, I'm not really a dog man. I've taken my brother's dog out before, but too much babying. What's this arrow do? Marry me. Oh, why did they go so quick? Lake District. I wanted to go to Lake District beginning of the year, but yeah, it was terrible weather and then all this. Otherwise, I probably would have been there already. It's quite far for me, so I have to make a real trip of it. No, my Tim and John sort of said I could stay up there, maybe camp with them when I'm up there as well. So that'd be quite cool if I did do that. We're in Sweden. I paddled on Stora Lee from the town of Ed in Sweden. There are videos on that trip if you'd like to see. Can I cook beans in the tin directly? It's not going to kill you, is it? I think some tins do have a very thin plastic kind of coating on the inside now, but look at that man beard. Not what it was. I thought it looked a bit scraggly. Oh, thank you regarding the photography. I've done photography and obviously I've studied kind of the art and design field, which has helped. Will a slightly bent axe still work fine? The blade or the handle? I'd be careful in case it kind of has a tendency to glance. The reason I started doing this just because I enjoy it and wanted to get back to doing this sort of thing. Yeah, I enjoy photography, I enjoy getting in the outdoors, I enjoy cooking, so I've kind of merged all of them things into doing this. Do I have ketchup on everything? Not everything. I didn't realise how weird it is to some people, the ketchup thing. I have ketchup on like chips and bacon. That's pretty much it, really. Oh, maybe on a steak if it's there. Do I through hike? I was looking at doing more hiking this year. I'd started doing some walking to get back into it, and that last year I quit smoking, which obviously you never saw on the channel, and I've been trying to get back into it. So that was the idea of the year, to do more hiking. Ketchup on mac and cheese. See, I wouldn't do that. Maybe some hot sauce. Do a collab with MCQ. He's in Sweden now. Although I'd love to go over there, but I don't actually know him. I've never talked to Mike. I was not in the army, no. I'm not much of a team player. How long does filming? God, filming takes forever. Everything takes more than twice as long. You see me do something like lighting a fire. If I'm doing it, say I'm using a flint and steel, for example, I will probably have to do a whole shot where I'm getting the spark onto the char cloth or fungus or whatever, that will tend to burn out before I've repositioned the shot. So I'll have to do it again off camera and then put it in the bundle and then blow it into a flame. I may have to do that twice because by the time that goes very quick and you have to get everything on it straight away. So to reposition the camera again, I may have to do that over again. So when you see me light a fire, generally I've done it 3 times. Sometimes I'll be able to do it real quickly depending on the kind of shot that I'm doing, but yeah. This is my second beer. What's the time? No, you can look at my bald spot. Okay, that's not too bad. What's my favourite hot sauce? Oh, I'm getting messages. My favourite hot sauce. It's going to depend on. I mean, of course, it's my own, but it's going to depend on what I'm doing. Yeah, I like Frank's. I like what's it called? One with the wooden top, Mexican one. I don't even think what it's called now. They do a chipotle and normal hot sauce and stuff, but yeah, hot sauce is good. Oh, thank you, Owen. I've got somebody moderating here, so thank you for that. Do you plan to come up to Scotland? Yeah, yes, basically, yeah. At some point, it's just so far; it has to be kind of planned out pretty well. Treebeard, who said that? Treebeard was Pablo. Stop messaging. How do I handle fame? I would not say I'm famous. Having 100,000 subscribers on YouTube doesn't really count for much in the world of fame, though I have been recognised a couple of times lately. I do not. Oh, Cholula, yeah, that's it. I don't play guitar, not really. I know a couple of chords. I was a drummer. Oh, hi, Rickles. What was my scariest camp? I don't know. When I did the Grain Battery, the Napoleonic fort out in the sea. I mean, the cold eventually just made me forget about anything. Hello now, but yeah, because it's such a big facility, we had to once we were cut off from land, we went around the whole of the fort, sort of just to make sure we knew we were the only people there. So once we were cut off, yeah, because you don't want to be surprised in the middle of the night, really. So that was a little freaky, but yeah, it got so cold that night that I wasn't really thinking about that at one point. The overnighter in the church. The church wasn't spooky at all. I mean, I wasn't alone for a start, but that was another one that was freezing. It's when you're in these big kind of concrete or stone places at winter. Yeah, very, very cold. I actually quite liked the company of the bat in the church as well. And they'll be opening up again soon. That's called champing. Anyone in the UK, look it up. Means you can basically hire out a church for £100 and it's yours for the night. So it might be a cheap way of doing a wedding. Too quick, too quick. Don't eat bats. Storms are scary. Yeah. I wasn't thinking from in terms of that. I was a bit freaked out when I did that last storm, Kiara or whatever it was called. Yeah, after the cameras went off and I got into bed, there was a thud, or a small branch had fallen off the tree, and I was like, oh. So I added more to the pyramid, the tripod above my head, in case something did fall. There's a chance of some protection, but yeah, that was a loud one, and that wind is howling. I'm afraid you can't join me. Please stop asking. Owen, if you're there, can you do something about silver? Oh, I know who Treebeard is. Are there snakes? I've never seen a snake on any of my adventures. We have the adder here, which is the only kind of poisonous one to worry about. But I don't really see them. They're usually in long grass. One of my new spots does apparently have quite a lot of them, so I'm going to have to keep a lookout. Is Simon my bestie? Someone said. I guess not. We met through YouTube. I've not seen him in a little while, but we do get on well and we work well together as well. Lots of wells. So yeah, hope to see him again soon because yeah, he's a great bloke. I'm drinking Punks by Brewdog. What other YouTuber inspires you the most? I don't know. Like watching Naguilero. He's over in Sweden. He's a Portuguese guy. He's Portuguese, studied in England, and lives in Sweden. He's a cool YouTuber. Carlisle's great with his shelters. Watched him for years. Yeah, I'll probably watch the same one guys that you do. It's not a massive scene, is it, on YouTube? So we probably all watch the same people. What age did I start wild camping? It was probably 14 or 15 as well when we first did it. Just a bunch of us. See you, Rick. Yep, hoping to start a new build soon. So that should be fun. For those who weren't here earlier, I was saying in this new woodland, I'll probably do kind of a temporary shelter, like an A-frame or something, and I can stay in that while I build something else, maybe a bit more cabin-like. So looking forward to getting building again. Was I a scout? I was not a scout. I was a beaver and briefly a cub scout, but not a proper scout. I'm a bit of a loner when it comes to doing things. I'm not a team player. Say my name. Say my name, bitch. If it stops you, rusting muscles. But you can stop now. Any more collabs? I've got none planned right now. I was meant to camp with Zed, Zed Outdoors, about a month ago before all this started, but had to cancel. Had so much going on at the time. But we'll hopefully reorganise at some point and meet up. But I'll probably be out with Owen at some point and Simon as well. Oh, Real O'Brien. Hello. Yes, that's a good point. I'd love to get down with you, mate. Have a paddle. Excuse me. Some bad rusting. I think I'm missing something there. Oh, I see. Oh, thank you, Matt. Thank you for the stickers and badge. Ah, you're welcome. Thank you. My cat wants to say hello. Hello, kitty. Hello from India. I do like heavy metal. Who's your favourite band? I don't think I have a favourite band. I have had in the past. At one point, I would have said Led Zeppelin. It depends on my mood. I do listen to metal. I listen to a lot of blues these days, which you can probably tell from the videos. I don't know, just yeah, the alternative stuff, the bluesy stuff. Yeah, I love my LL Bean backpack, the Continental. I love it. It's mainly a day bag for me. I'll try and camp with it. In the summer, I'll probably put like a wool blanket on the bottom or something because it's not the biggest, but I love it as a day pack. It's perfect. It's very comfortable. I didn't expect it to be comfortable because I got it because it looked cool, but it is really comfortable. Oh, my light fell over. Oh yeah, I was talking about that. It's a Sprout UCO. It's got this magnetic thing, so it's easy to loop around inside your tent. It's a good little light. It does blue as well. I don't really know why. You'd think if it's going to do one other colour, it'd do red. Come on, light. Sprouts for dinner, of course. I think I might be out of beer. How much water do you take with you, or do you use a filter? Depends where I am. If I'm sort of hiking, I'll take a filter for sure. Where I used to do a lot of my videos, there was no water source at all. So unless it was very rainy, I'd have to make sure I had quite a bit of water. I like to make sure my fire's out as well, so I'd often have maybe 3 litres. I'd sometimes go up there the day before, just on a walk, drop some water off and stash it. And then it'll be less to carry in, because you know me, I'll be carrying maybe cast iron, all sorts. Depends on the video I'm doing. But this new woodland I can drive pretty much right in, so I can have quite a lot of water there ready. Do I have a job besides YouTube? I do carpentry work with a friend of mine. That is not happening at the moment though, so YouTube is my income. And YouTube has gone down this last week. How many beers? I've got a couple of beers in the fridge, but I'd have to go get them. Yeah, it's hard to get isolated in the UK. I mean, in terms of away from people. It's a shame. But we are a small island and we do have a large population. I'll see if there was anything else I wanted to discuss. For those who weren't here earlier, I was talking about I've got a video next week, which is a camping video. It's me, a tarp, and a bivvy bag. So hopefully you'll enjoy that one. It was quite a restful night actually, because it was a busy day. It was filmed after I did my latest cooking video, the burger one, which actually went a bit wrong because I took along the big piece of slate that you saw in the mixed grill and the breakfast videos, and I trod on it and it broke. So I had to use them smaller rocks. It still worked out okay, but I didn't quite get that thumbnail I wanted. Who's your best friend? I've got a feeling that's Stevie. Are you chippy building houses? No, I don't build houses. We do stuff for schools generally, so we do kind of shelters, A-frames and stuff like that, but out of proper timber. We do benches, all that kind of stuff that you get. We make boats, like playground boats, things like that. Yeah, so yeah, as I was saying, I've got a few trips that I want to do. They're on hold, so that's like the Lake District, Scotland, Wales, and West Country. Maybe Peak District as well. They're the things I'd really like to do over this year. I'd like to do one trip abroad. I did want to do more, but it's going to be a bit tricky because we're getting on now, and by the time we can travel again, stuff like that. So I'd like to still try and get one, maybe in autumn, get to a desert in Spain or something, which would be pretty cool. Maybe just a couple of nights, keep it simple. Aaron, I'm going to do a video soon, hopefully, about how to get into camping. So watch this space. Thank you, Lucy. Read some of that before it disappeared. My truck is an L200 Mitsubishi, the Warrior model. It's had a body lift on it, obviously bigger tyres, different wheels, snorkel. Not too much done to it really. The exhaust, which a lot of people love, was done before I got it actually, that twin exhaust. Any fishing videos? Because I don't eat fish, I've never been that motivated to do fishing. I have got a fishing rod. I was kind of donated one very kindly by someone called Kev. Thank you, Kev. If I do it, it'll probably be sea fishing because I ain't paying to fish. It seems ridiculous to me. I'm not going to like a fishery or something because that's almost literally shooting fish in a barrel. Let's talk about foraging. I saw the word foraging. I might do a foraging video real soon. Got all that wild garlic in this new woodland. I don't want that to go to waste. All the nettles coming through now. Oh, thank you, Sean. Thank you very much indeed. Where do I buy my lumberjack shirts? This one is from Primark, I think. But yeah, I've got some better ones. I've got a Craghopper one. My Pinewood shirt is the one that usually gets the attention. It's a lovely shirt. It's very similar to the Granite one, I think it's called, by Fjallraven, but probably £100 less. I'm a little anti Fjallraven and their prices. You may have noticed. So anyone who's looking for gear, look at Slognac. Pronunciation, I apologise. Oh, thank you, Charlie. God, thank you, Motti lad. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, look at Solognac Decathlon. Thank you, Lex. Wow, what's going on? Yeah, check out Solognac, sold by Decathlon, which are Europe. They're Canada. I think they may be opening in America now as well, I've heard. But it's great. It's hunting gear, basically. And it's very inexpensive and very hard wearing. The watertight stuff's great. The waterproof stuff's great. It's a good all-round gear. Thank you, Des and Sarah. Oh, everyone is very kind right now. Thank you. I have that on, but I don't. I'm not doing this e-begging, but it's much appreciated. Got you up on the big telly. I think I'm going to run and get a beer. Did scale and make the storm video was a bit worrying. Where did I get my hat? My hat, you just heard me talking about Solognac. The hat is Solognac. Unless you mean this one. Bit dusty. That's when I go out pillaging. Nah, that's the one. And that is Slognac. And if any of you are older subscribers and remember the Cowboy Coffee video, that's that dusty hat. Trip to Montana. Oh wow, that'd be amazing, mate. I saw your videos in Montana and they were brilliant. Oh, thank you, Jen loves many. I think there's another one, Matt as well. Thank you, everyone. What did Matt say? Money towards a drone. What's your favourite meal? Thank you, Mick. What's your favourite meal to make when you go out? I don't think I have a favourite per se. My favourite thing to do is different things, so I love doing different things. But it's probably a steak, isn't it? Isn't that everyone's favourite? I do like making a stew. I've only done it in one video, camping video when I was with Owen, I think. But stew's a great winter food to cook in the Dutch oven. Ooh, I'll have to do a proper video on. It's my mum's recipe. Trip to the States. Well, Si just said we should go to Montana, so that'd be amazing. Any places you wouldn't go? I'm not really into the heat or things that like to kill me, so Yeah, like Australia. I don't mind mammals. I'm not really scared of them. Thank you very much, Ian. Just caught that. Yeah. I'm not. I mean, I'd have to be there, but things like mountain lions, bears, and stuff don't. The thought of it doesn't scare me. The thought of it I find quite exciting to maybe catch a glimpse of something. But snakes and scorpions and stuff, not so much. Right. If I can pause the video. I don't think I can. I just want to go and. Oh, wow. I've just discovered something. Brilliant. No, I could get too into doing that. Right, I'm just gonna have to leave you with this for 2 seconds, and I'm gonna grab a beer. Ah. Enter stage right. Did I miss anything? I've got, yeah, another punk. So I was able to get. Was you all talking about me while I was gone? Whoa, you're all going so fast. Have you ever heard of Bendy? I've not. Told my secrets. These messages need to be 6 feet apart. Now we're metric here. Tea. Oh, I could talk about tea for a while. I tend to go with PG tips. If there wasn't PG tips, it would be Yorkshire. Yorkshire's a good strong tea, but it's just a tiny bit too bitter. Brewdog workers as essential workers. Brewdog, they are doing some pretty cool things. They've been making antibacterial gel. So they turned the factory over to doing that, which is a pretty cool thing to do. And I think starting tonight, they've been opening up their pubs virtually. So every location has opened a virtual thing online, and they're doing live music. They're doing pub quizzes, all things like that. So you just sit at home with a beer, and you can join in kind of online. I've not checked it out. It starts tonight. So like if you if you want to do more of this sort of thing after this, go check out their website. I guess it's from their website. That's problem with this is because of the texture inside, it gets very foamy, so it takes ages to go down. And I got this because I hated seeing things like beer cans in videos. It's more natural, fits in, but I guess I'm at home, so. Don't try. I think I've missed some comments here about my drone, my sore subject. Don't I ever drink coffee? I've drunk coffee when I do the ration reviews because I drink or eat whatever's in there. I did my cowboy coffee video out of curiosity, but recreationally, no, I don't drink coffee. I'm not going to tell you where in Kent I'm from, I'm afraid. There is no special meaning behind my stretchers, as they seem to call them now, earplugs. Just had them since I was kind of a teenager. There's no real point in taking them out now. They won't heal up or anything. Something a bit different. Brewdog started their brewery 12 miles from where I live. I assume that's in Scotland. Yeah, they're cool. I've been to the Meantime Brewery in Greenwich. That's great. Chatham. I went to uni not far from Chatham. You're no Kayad. Something about tats. I do have tattoos. I'm not going to be getting naked right now, though. Am I shy? I am a bit shy, I guess, yes. That's why I'm usually on my own. Why did I grow the beard? Just always wanted a beard. I grew my beard, I grew a beard when I was in school. Come through very fluffy. This, I guess, the last year of school. Come through very fluffy. So, I guess I was like 15. Shaved it off once. It grew back okay, and I've had it since then. I think I shaved it off once because I had a fancy dress party, which was Mexican themed, and I did kind of a handlebars type thing. No, I did. Yeah, I did handlebars mustache, and I was getting funny looks at the gym afterwards, so I shaved that off and started it all over again. I'm 40. Oh, Chelsea Bushcraft Tools. Hello. Was there anything else I was going to talk about? I talked about trips. Merch, if anyone's interested, I'm going to be designing some new stuff. I thought just slapping the logo on things is a little bit lazy, let's say. So, yeah, I'm going to come up with some cool designs, I think. I mean, use that degree. So, some stuff that hopefully you think is cool as well. Got a project on the go, which I hope to announce in the summer that people I hope will be interested in. Bring back the ponytail. I think by the time this is long, there won't be much left on top. No, that went quickly. Oh no, I've still got some in the mug. Right, so we're just over an hour, so I'll go for a little bit longer, I think. What was that? I think you rude gets half the money give you on here. That's nice. You mean this is my job? What did I do for my 40th? There was a rail strike and I was going into London, but I couldn't. So I went to a pub that I like quite locally, which is on the river. Have the messages stopped? Oh no, I'm just not seeing them. Oh, hey mate, is this my first live stream? It's not, it's my third one apparently, but it's the first one I've done at home, and we had a failure to launch when I tried to do it on the computer, because apparently you need to download encoders and stuff, and I did not know that. I'm not telling you the pub's name. Chaga. I found some chaga. I found some chaga a couple of months ago. There was a storm and it had been knocked off of a tree, so I found it on the ground. I brought it home because it was quite almost punky, wet. I put it in the shed to kind of dry it out. It's dried now, so although I don't think I'll be making tea with it, I'll probably try and use it as a fire starter. Nope, don't like football. I hate it. Mega Drive or SNES? Oh, I'm getting a data warning. I've used most of my data, so we'll wrap this up soon. Mega Drive or SNES? It's a hard one. Oh, the bad. I'm not going to do it. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram because you'll see some fun things I do. Plus, you'll see behind the scenes and things like that. It's just Kent Survival on Instagram, but I've been putting stickers in the odd bar I go to. There's one in Kent. I think it's Canterbury. There's a clue because no one's found it yet. And there's 2, maybe 3 in London at the moment. So when I go somewhere interesting, I'll take them along and I'll put them up. I think I took one to Cornwall with me, but I didn't actually put it up. And I did go to a cool bar that I could have put it in. I'm not a millionaire, no. God, I wish. I'm not on Facebook, no. Instagram, YouTube. That's it presently. Metallica or Megadeth. Controversial, Megadeth. Megadeth have consistently been better, whereas I do think Master of Puppets is one of the best albums ever. So no, I don't do meet and greets really. I don't. It's still one of them. It's hard to kind of get your head around people wanting to meet you. Really, it's a weird one. If I feel comfortable, maybe I'll try and arrange something. You know, like Funky Prepper does the Prepper meet. Maybe one day could organise something like that. I don't know. Well, we'll see. You're addicted to my videos. Well, that's good for me. I'm glad you enjoy them. I'm glad everyone enjoys them. I've not taken part or taught any bushcraft courses. Oh, it's my face full. My data is disappearing, and let me try. If this works on my Wi-Fi, I'll do it for a tiny bit longer. Let's see. This is very impromptu and very cheers, Owen. No, I think I'm going to have to end this because my data's just about to run out. Thank you everybody for tuning in and watching. I hope this has helped pass an hour for you as it has for me. Maybe next week I'll do another one. We'll see how things are going. So thank you all. Thank you for your donations as well. Wasn't expecting it. That's most kind. And yeah, tune in Wednesday for the next video. That's all uploaded and ready to roll. And I'll see you then in the comments. Cheers. I don't know how to finish this.